Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious, and that life is treating you oh so deliciously wherever you are in the world. So what do? 3, 2, 1, beam me up my juicy little light. Thank you, little light, you're delicious and bright. Now then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any passers-by. And I hope that you too are having a super duper and delicious time wherever you are in the world, and that life is also treating you most wonderfully. So much love to you all, my delicious little babies, and thank you to any new beautiful baby subscribers. Okay, thank you. See, with my channel, you know, I keep saying it and I'm going to keep saying it, okay? It's one where you check in and you check out, okay, my delicious little babies. So, you know, because I do cover different topics, subjects, you know, and I talk about different things, I look at different videos, and then I put the videos out there, you know, to see what others, you know, what their thoughts are, basically. Do you know what I mean? It's for any delicious little babies out there, for you all to take a look at other videos and then, you know, come to your own conclusions. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now, yesterday, I forgot to put my email address at the bottom of my video. Anyway, it doesn't matter, I'll put it today. Okay, my delicious little babies. So if there is any, you know, information that you want me to try to research, you know what I mean, to try to find, do you see what I mean, then, you know, I will be more than happy to do that. So please feel free to, you know, to send me an email, you know, should you wish to, okay, please and thank you. Now then, the weather in our neck of the woods in the old UK, it was trying to sunshine. The weather may be different in other parts of the old UK, okay, my delicious babies, but there's no rain. There is wind. The wind is really picking up, okay? So it seems that there is no, where I live, here comes summer, no. Okay, so it looks like, you know, I'm not going to be able to get a little suntan for a little while, okay, my delicious little babies, but not to worry, okay? Because I'm sure at some point the old zuzzums will let the light shine through. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, if you do enjoy the video today, if you'd like to please click on the like, and thank you. If you wish to comment, also please feel free to do that as well. Now then, so I've got some different numbers of information today, my delicious little babies. So let's begin, okay? So this is on YouTube, my delicious little babies, okay? And if you was just to please and thank you, type into the old space bar, London Real. Now, I have advertised Brian, God bless him, not in that way. I have advertised him before, okay, my delicious little babies. Now, he has 2.21 million subscribers, okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, when you've typed in London Real, please and thank you, into the old YouTube space bar, the video that you're looking for should read, okay, YouTube bans Australian Parliament speech for the first time in history. So I shall just repeat that once again, my delicious little babies. YouTube bans Australian Parliament speech for the first time in history. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now, I've listened to this speech this morning, my delicious little babies, before I jumped into my juicy little shower, okay? Now, who is speaking? Who is doing the speech here in the Australian Parliament? His name is called John Ruddick. Okay, my delicious little babies, his name is called John Ruddick, okay? Now, YouTube, it seems, did not want this video to stay up on YouTube. So somehow, God bless, it has, you know, managed to be put out by our lovely Brian, like I said, not in that way, of London Real. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now, it is very important, my delicious little babies, okay, because we have an awful lot that's going on in our UK, okay, because what they're doing is they're wanting to strip us of all of our rights. Okay, I mean, they're bringing everything from the old, there we go, transgender to paedophilia, to all of these different things now, okay? And they seem to think that this is perfectly acceptable. And also any other party, which I mean, me personally, I'm not going to be voting. I've said it before and I say it again. Our putrid governments, which are in our UK, and really anybody else around the world, okay? You know, all over the world, okay? Should be banging the governments out and getting rid of them, okay? Because they're not here to serve us, my delicious little babies. They're all working for one. Okay, and not being rude or disrespectful, but when everybody gets this into their old nozzle, well, I'm not talking about everybody, so I will rewind and start again. For the other delicious little babies who are not aware of this, okay, if they think there's going to be any changes, well, you know, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but there is never going to be a change, okay? It just means you've got two sides of the same coin, okay, where they want to bring in more and more restrictions to restrict us from doing anything, okay, my delicious little babies? This is very serious indeed, okay? And well, another thing that they're doing with other parties, okay, there's one in particular that Lauren Fox, for some of you delicious little babies, you would have heard about him, you know, not in that way. And he too has been having a trouble, you know, to get like a bank account. I've already mentioned Nigel Farage on another one of my videos where they, removed his bank account, okay? And he had his account from the 1980s, do you see, with a particular bank, okay? So the thing is this, right? So this is a crack that they're at, yes? But any other party who, it seems very much to me, anyway, my delicious little babies, any other party, because me personally, well, I'm just not in agreement with any of them. However, I do feel that this is there we are, bang out of order. Do you see what I mean? Well, they're not allowed, like Lawrence Fox and that, you know, for their party, you know, along with Andrew Bridgen as well, yes, who's an MP, you know, in our UK, okay, the one who spoke, rewind and start again, who spoke up about the old jabs, okay, and other things related to this topic, okay. Well, you see, you know, even Lawrence Fox, okay, he has struggled to get a bank account, okay, so this is what's going on, my delicious babies. So they're hitting, there we are, it's like they're having to hit in the pocket, okay, because to them, they know that these other parties and so forth, right, that they're, well, they're needing the ka-ching, aren't they, to keep going in some way. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Yeah, so the thing is, I just see different angles of all this situation, okay? I do feel as though, because it's all over social media, okay, my delicious babies, it's all over social media, okay? You know, on different platforms and everything, yes? And, you know, but to me, it's, well, this is like a threat on the world, because for the majority of the world, they have, there we are, a bank account, or they have a PayPal account, or they have a building society account. Now, while I'm on this subject as well, before I proceed in what I'm saying with this, with John Ruddick, yes? Well, I've been talking about Yorkshire for quite a while, okay, my delicious little babies, and there is a bank called, for some of you delicious little babies, you will know of it, but for other delicious little babies, you will not, okay? But it's called the Yorkshire Bank, okay, my delicious little babies, and of course, you know, over the decades, you have had many thousands, you know, if not more, of using this building society, okay? Well, they have actually as well, well, I think he's only got a matter of days left. I think he's a priest or something. I've seen another video this morning, and because they asked him, you know, to give a you know, what his thoughts was, you know, feedback and everything. So he gave his thoughts back on what he felt about the, what's it called, the LGBT, okay? You know, and all this rainbow chat. Do you know what I mean? Yes? Anyway. And, well, what then happened is that they were not happy. They were not liking this Yorkshire Building Society. They were not liking his feedback. Well, I asked him for feedback, and there we are, and he gave his feedback, do you see? Now, he should not be discriminated against for giving his feedback, should he? My delicious little babies. Well, anyway, he's only got days now, so this is another one. So he's only got days to find an alternative to the bank that the Building Society, that he's been using. Okay, so it seems, and I'm pretty sure that we're going to hear more different stories coming out of the old woodwork. Well, actually, I have been hearing, okay, right? And even if you look on the comments on certain channels, you will see that others who have had businesses who have businesses have also very sadly suffered this fate as well. So let's just have a sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. No cream in it today, my delicious little babies. I just went through that little fad. Anyway. So getting back to this now, so it's just to put you in a picture. So I'm sorry for, it seems that I was flitting, there we are, from one thing to another. Yes, it's just while it's all in my noddle, that's why I'm saying it, because I haven't wrote everything down. Okay, my delicious babies. I agreed with the majority. Okay, please ignore the dog and bird, my delicious babies. It seems to happen sometimes, doesn't it? But I'll get back to them shortly. Okay, sorry about this. Another distraction again. Sorry. Now then, I agreed with the majority of what John Riddick had to say. Okay, in Australia, yes. I mean, there was some bits anyway, because I mean, I do not personally like Margaret Thatcher. I do not personally like Churchill. I didn't like what they stood for. Okay, my delicious babies. And, you know, there's a few other things that, you know, I just didn't agree with, okay? But for most of things, I did agree with. Okay, my delicious babies. So for that's why I wrote this down. Okay, my delicious babies. So please, if you could take a listen to it on London, there we are, on London Real. Okay, my delicious babies, because it seems very much to me, my delicious babies, that summer now, wakey, rise and shine. Do you see what I mean? And he even brought in the, God bless his dear soul, George Orwell of 1984. What this appears to be moving towards. Do you see? So it's well worth, there we are, a listen, my delicious little babies. Yes, please, and thank you. If you want to know what's going on now, then let me just go, because I haven't got my book today, because what it is, well, it's in the kitchen actually, my delicious babies, but what it is, I just thought I'll just bring my paper out. So the next one, so let's just break this up just for a second, yes? Oh, yes, that's it. Well, I mean, for you delicious little babies who live in the old UK, the same as myself, well, I came across this little video the other day, okay? And what it was is that it's very interesting, and even for those of you delicious little babies who live outside of the old UK, for some of you who are into history, well, you know, if you do not already know, well, you will. Who's that? Can't see. Oh, I'll have to get back to them shortly, my delicious little babies. Do you understand what I mean? Who is it? I can't see. Oh. Anyway, sorry, my delicious little babies, okay? I apologise about this. Somebody's really trying to get through to me, so I'm just going to have to speed through, okay? My delicious little babies. Anyway, I'll get back to it. It's probably to do with the healing or something. It usually is, you know, my delicious little babies, but if they cannot get me on my dog and burn, they'll try me on my house burn, or they'll do it the alternate way around. Do you see? So anyway, but getting back to this now. So even for, dear historians who, you know, to do with the old UK, whether you're in the UK or not in the UK, well, if you do not know this, it's just a little video that I came across. So I'm just breaking things up at the moment, my delicious babies, yes. So if you could please tap in to the old space bar, please, and thank you, my delicious little babies, okay? And what is it called? If you please tap in, this is YouTube again, my delicious little babies, and if you please tap in auto shenanigans, that's the uploader, not in that way, okay? Auto shenanigans, okay, in the old space bar in YouTube, please and thank you. And the video that you're looking for, okay, my delicious little babies, please and thank you, should read the most offensive street name in UK history. So I should just repeat that once again, my delicious little babies. The most offensive street name in UK history. Now, what it talks about, so, oh, and by the way, he has 97.1 thousand subscribers. Okay, my delicious little babies. So what this talks about, there's a, was it a street, Magpie Street, okay, my delicious little babies, and it used to be called, what he's actually talking about, yes, is that it's been changed to Magpie Street or Magpie Road, okay, but it used to be called Grope, you know, as in groping somebody, yes, okay, and it used to be called, was it Grope Street or Grope Road, okay? Now, scattered all over the UK, okay, my delicious babies are scattered all over the UK, yes, you know, it's like you had Grap, and he was explaining this to me. It's only a short little video, but it's very interesting. So for some delicious little babies, sorry, you will not know about this. I didn't. But then again, it's simply because I never looked into it. Do you see what I mean? I'm too busy looking at other videos, okay, and getting information and going on my search engine of my choice and looking, there we are, at other things, yes? But it's really interesting to listen to. It's like the word grap, he was saying, is Old English for the word grope. Okay, now scattered over the UK, getting back to this matter in hand, well, you will have different names of streets and roads, okay, and then, you know, some have been changed to Grove and things like this, okay, and what he's saying is that if you go back in history, that these roads and streets were, shall we say, occupied by, I like to be disrespectful because it's somebody's dear daughter or was somebody's dear little daughter. Do you understand what I mean? Yes, I say little, the adult, but you know what I mean. The ladies, because we must be respectful here, they're out to earn a living. There we are, just like anybody else, okay? I just see things from a completely different angle, okay, my little babies. But a lot of these roads back in history used to be occupied by what we would call the dear ladies of the Nat, okay, my little babies. So I'm sure that you will all get what I'm saying, okay? But we must never be disrespectful. Okay, because as I've always said, it is these very same dear ladies and dear men, okay, because it goes both ways, okay, and if we go back in history and everything, they have actually helped to stop a lot of rapes, and there we are, and things like this, okay? And very sadly, I mean, they take the brunt of it as well, okay, my delicious little babies, because I'm sure that for all of us, we have heard some there we go, horror stories, okay? But it has then stopped, God bless them, it is, and I will say God bless, it has stopped these particular type of men, shall we say, going and attacking somebody in the street, do you see? So I look at these conversations from a completely different angle. Okay, my delicious babies, yes, okay, and God bless them all, and even in the here and now, okay, for what they very sadly go through in not only our old UK, but all over the world, okay, because they really do, there we are, for a lot suffer. Okay, it's not all these butterflies and fairies where, you can hire a super duper expensive woman. Do you understand what I mean? Let me tell you, it's not all butterflies and fairies, okay? And even for some of them, the ones who are hired, the ones, where, businessman or whatever it is, will pay the ka-ching. You see what I mean? Sometimes it's not an easy job for these men and women either. Okay, my delicious little babies, that's all I'm saying. Okay, something's just made mistakes anyway. So please, if you'd just like to take a little listen to that video, if anybody has the slightest bit of interest, it was just interesting to listen to, okay, my delicious little babies. It was just like some history on, what the roads were called and what they're called now. And do you know what I mean? Yes. And for some of you, you may even want to, there we are, dig deeper into, the history, maybe where you lived. Do you see what I mean? Anyway, so, red and black foreign lorries just gone up the road. Foreign registration begins with E on the registration, but it's gone past now. Anyway, so, right, the next one is, this is on YouTube as well, my delicious little babies, okay? And this one as well, this is a London Real Again, my delicious little babies. I just got distracted again, sorry about that. It's on YouTube, London Real Again, with our Brian, not in that way again. And the video that you're looking for, my delicious little babies, should read The New Silk Road, okay? My delicious little babies, because we know where the other Silk Road comes from. I did mention it on another one of my videos. Well, they just call it the Silk Road, sorry, okay? Correction there, okay? Which is to do with old China and all that, okay? I did mention on another one of my videos, okay? The New Silk Road, okay? China's grand strategy for a new world, okay? So I should just repeat that once again, my delicious little babies. The New Silk Road, China's grand strategy for a new world. Now, it's London Real. He has 2.21 million subscribers, so he's very large, okay? And he's actually interviewing a lovely David Icke, okay? Oh, how I love him so. Not in that way, yes, but I have a huge respect for our wonderful and delicious David Icke. I really do, and his sons and everything, okay? Not in that way, all right? But our lovely David Icke has done over 30 years. Researches, he has plenty of books and everything, okay? And the things that he's been saying, and that's even back in the 90s and all these things, yes? Well, you see what's happening, there we go now. Okay, my delicious babies, but well worth a listen. It's only about 10 minutes something long, but he's done telling everybody out here, there we are, he's done telling it. Do you see? And this is what we are seeing now. Okay, my delicious babies, and it is to do with China and Russia, with what he says. Okay, so please, for any of the videos that I advertise, not only today, but on any day, do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies, yes? The thing is that at the end of the day, yes, our lovely David Icke, there we go, talks complete flipping common sense, but he's done enough decades of research and wrote enough books to be done telling us all out here. Do you see, my delicious little babies? And he's worked extremely hard, okay, my delicious little babies, yes, to help to not being rude or patronistic, to help to educate, to guard, do you see? So that everybody, all of us out here, that we can understand what's going on. Do you see? Well, I've been following our lovely David Icke for years. Yes, I have. Okay, and there's been a few others who I have, there we are, followed for a number, there we are, of years. Okay, my delicious babies, I'm just into this kind of thing, do you know what I mean? I don't want to just live in a bubble. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because let me tell you, when the bubble bursts, I do not want to be the one sitting here blarting like a titty lala. Do you see what I mean? Yes? Anyway, so please take a listen. Now, the next one. Here we go, then you've got 2 left, okay? So the next one, this is with, and I've advertised this, dear man, as well, not in that way, not in that way. I've advertised this one before as well, okay? And this is Maya Toosey, so I should just spell his name. Mayhaytousr. Okay, my delicious little babies, Maya Toosey. He's on YouTube, my delicious little babies. He has 294,000 subscribers. So we're going to tick you off as well, little Maya. Not in that way, not in that way. And he's on YouTube. And if you please look for the video, and what it should read is the dark truth about troubles in France. So I shall just repeat that once again, my delicious little babies. The dark truth about troubles in France. Okay, that's on YouTube. Maya Toosey has 294,000 subscribers. Now, it's very interesting here, and this is very important, my delicious little babies. There we go. Yes, it is. Okay. Now, I know a fair bit about this anyway, okay, my delicious little babies, but he puts up a video. It's not a long video, my delicious little babies, for you to listen to, just to take a little bit of time out your day or night, okay? And he puts up a video that was, cannot remember how many years now, but anyway, and then, of this man speaking. Okay, my delicious little babies, I'm not going to go any further than that, okay? Because, I'm not a racist, I'm not a prejudiced, you understand what I mean? But you need to listen, please, and thank you, my delicious little babies, because what it is, and for those of us who do know about this, my delicious little babies, well, it's like they simply want one, okay, my delicious little babies, all over the world. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes, but please, it would be important for you to please listen. Now, I've been covering France over the months. Rewind and start again. See, I keep stumbling. Anyway, it's just one of those things. Sometimes it just never happens. But I've been covering France for, on and off for months. Okay, my delicious little babies. And the thing is that, and I even said just days ago that, there's more to, what's going on in France than what most will be aware of. Like some would think it's just to do with the pensions, just to do this, just to do that. No, it isn't. There we are. There's a number of things that are going on here, yes, and it seems very much to me that the longer this goes on, it's really breaking the system. There we are, completely in France, okay, and it will take, there we are, before I even say it, an awful long time to rebuild, to repair this. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Yes, okay, but some in the world, and we know who, are absolutely enjoying, there we are, this, okay? So, again, very interesting for you to please and thank you listen to that short video of Mayor's. Okay, my delicious babies, now in the last 2. So we've got, which I was listening to this afternoon, okay, my little babies, and this is redacted. So if you could please type into the old space bar. I've been advertising redacted for quite a while now. Not in that way, okay? But what it is, and you know, it's lovely to listen to, and that's just my personal opinion, my little babies. Now they have 2.01 million subscribers. So again, they are large as well. Okay, my delicious babies. And so it's, if you could please type into the space bar, and thank you, redacted. And the video that you're looking for, it's not long been uploaded. My delicious little babies, not long been uploaded. Okay, the video that you're looking for should read, you might be eating Bill Gates, because we all know, there we are, or most of us know who Bill Gates is, okay? Lab grown meat tonight. So I should just repeat that once again, my delicious little babies. You might be eating Bill Gates lab grown meat tonight. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now that's with redacted with Clayton Morris. Okay, my delicious little babies. Or you just tap into the old space bar in YouTube, redacted with Clayton Morris, okay? Please and thank you. Now, as well as talking about this, which I've been talking about over the months on my videos, which I've been knowing this for years anyway, with the GMO, you know, genetically modified, okay, to do with the meat and everything else, okay, my delicious little babies. Well, they also mention aspartame. It's called aspartame. Now, I remember, there we are, a very long time ago, okay, in fact, we go back some years ago now, okay, and I remember shopping at a particular shop, yes, on that particular day, and because I was, you know, following all this, and I, you know, research, there we are, to do with things, yes. And aspartame, it's actually, well, it's a poisonous substance which goes into like fizzy pop and things like this, yes? It is not good for you at all. And I remember when I was in the shop and I was saying to these young bands, you know, and I went to grab, you know, different bottles of pop. And I said, please, my little lovelies. I said, please. I said, those bottles there have aspartame in them. And those young bands, you know, just young teenagers, God love them, they never knew what I was talking about. And I said it's a chemical that's really just not very good for you, for your body. And God bless them. I will say this, yes, I will. They put the bottles back. Do you see? And aspartame is in, you know, famous brands that you would never think, but it's clearly there on the back of the ingredients. There we are, my delicious little babies. Do you see? Okay, so there was talking just a little bit about that as well. But yes, aspartame's not a good, you know, chemical to be in anything. Do you see, my delicious little babies? But it's well worth a listen. Because, you know, Bill Gates, you know, he's, well, he is, isn't he? He's flipping Dr. Evil, isn't he, really? You know what I mean? Well, mind you, if you look at the word evil, he's live, you know what I mean? So, you know, evil does live. There we are. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? And he seems to enjoy what he does, this Bill Gates. I mean, clearly does not live in the same world as you and I. Do you see? He's putrid. Absolutely, there we are, putrid. Okay, so if you could please take a listen, and thank you. Now, finally, this one is on BitChute. My delicious little babies, BitChute. So you only have to type into on the search engine of your choice, BitChute, and then you scroll down, you look at news and politics. If you please click on that, and thank you, well, you're then on BitChute. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now, the uploader, okay, to this particular video that I'm going to ask you to please take a look, scroll down and take a look at. The uploader is called Strange News. I think I may have advertised once before. I may have done, then again, I may not, okay? But I have seen a number of different videos with this uploader, Strange News. Not in that way, okay? This uploader on BitChute has 5,396,000 subscribers. So we're going to tick you off, Strange News, as well. Now, the video, and again, this has not been uploaded for long, okay? So it's not long been uploaded, sorry, yes? And the video that you're looking for, you only have to scroll down, my delicious little babies, and just look for Strange News, and then you'll see, okay? Please and thank you, yes? This should read WEF, as in the World Economic Forum. They're all putrid as well, okay? WEF 2008. So WEF 2008, okay? Bill Gates admits population reduction plan, okay? Malaria in the power plan. GMO mosquitoes, okay? So I should just repeat that once again. Strange News on BitChute, 5,396,000 subscribers, yes? WEF 2008. Bill Gates admits population reduction plan. Malaria in the power plan. GMO mosquitoes. Okay, my delicious babies. Now, as it so happens, because this video is... well, I think it's just over 5 minutes long, so it's not long to listen to, my delicious little babies. Not long to listen to, okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, and it, of course, you know, it shows Bill Gates. It shows his putrid. It shows a putrid flipping Boris Johnson, and it shows a putrid Boris Johnson of our country's father. Okay. They seem very happy, there we are, with what they do, okay? They're absolutely disgusting, putrid, and let me tell you, you know, they're just somebody who I could say a lot worse. At the end of the day, I just simply wouldn't even wipe them off my shoe, okay, my delicious little babies? But I've actually seen these, there we are, different clips over the years, so yes, I have. Okay, but it's really lovely how somebody, the Strange News, the uploader, has put it together in different little clips. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now, I mentioned months ago, which I actually knew a number of years back, to do with the mosquitoes. Yes, okay, I have mentioned on a video of mine months ago to do with the mosquitoes. Okay, my delicious little babies, just like I mentioned about the crickets in America. That were doing like, they were breeding them like 5 million, you know, in these factories. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes, these places, yes. Now, I mean, this is very serious because malaria, as for most of you delicious little babies out there will know, okay, well, it can be very deadly, okay, and it can cause the sufferer extreme pain. Can make them faint, and usually would be hospitalised. Okay, this is very serious indeed. Okay, my delicious babies, and I've always thought for years, well, why one's falling poorly? Do you see what I mean with things? Yes. So my belief is, and it has, there we are, for years. My belief is that this is nothing new. Okay, they've been doing this, I believe, for decades. Okay, my delicious little baby, just the same as there's another one I was thinking of. There was a couple of years, some years back, and for some of you delicious little babies in the old UK, you'll remember this. They were called flying ants. My word! And you know, if they landed on you, or they stung you, and it flipping hurt, you know, and it wasn't just, and I remember, because I myself had a bat. This is going back some years ago, okay? But it's like, for some reason, there was a surge of them that had just been put out. Now, lately, of late, and this has been for some years, I haven't been seeing them or hearing of them. But at one time there was, and of course, you know, quite a lot in the old UK, they were getting stung by these flipping flying ants. Not very nice at all, actually. Okay, my delicious little babies, but yeah, it stung, but yeah, I had a few days where it was really red and then it went down. But so I believe they've been they've been doing this for decades. Do you know what I mean? Putting different things out. Yes, they have. I do not care what anyone tells me, okay? But this mosquitoes, no, this is not the first. I'm sure it will not be the last time that I hear about the old mosquitoes, okay? But well worth a listen to that short video on BitChute, my delicious little babies, yes? And for anybody who, you know, thinks about liking, just put that over there, my papers, and no, not my pencil, that's all, my pen. You know, who seems to still like that flipping PRRCK and his PRRCK father, Boris, and his father, Stan, okay, Johnson. Well, for anybody who does still like them, please take a listen to the video, my delicious little babies, because like I said, they're all working for one. Do you see, my delicious little babies? Anyway, that's the end of my video. So I sincerely hope that you have enjoyed the video today. For some of you, you may decide to look at these videos. Please and thank you. I just wish that you would, you know, just to show some interest. Okay, because what we've got going on in our world right now, I said it before and I'm going to say it again, this is a war on us and our beautiful little animals and everything, creatures great and small, little and large birdies. Do you see what I mean? It's a war on us, my delicious little babies, but of course they're causing destruction everywhere else globally, okay? So, and because it's like coming out thick and fast, bang, 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 every single flipping day, it's like some days, well, you're just not sure whether you're in the park or the flipping pictures. Do you see what I mean? Because there's so many different things happening, okay? But it's so important to try to keep, there we are, to keep up with these things, my delicious little babies, yes? Because if you do not, it's going to be one flipping damn shock. There we are. Do you see? But we have got a lot of pushback where others, there we are, doing their best in our country and in other countries, to, you know, to put the, not just the brakes on it, but to just put a full stop to this. Do you see? Because otherwise we will have no freedoms at all. And this is, there we are, this is extremely serious. Okay, my delicious little babies, not only that, not just the food chain, water chain, but also with flying, with all of these things. Okay, so this is very serious, okay? I understand that, you know, for everybody out there that you all have your own lives. I get it, I understand it, I have my own life. The fact of the matter is, I'm paying attention to as much as what I, there we are, as much as what I can. And I also try, well, I do not try, I do it. I give out as much information. And if you look at other delicious baby YouTubers and on other platforms, BitChute, Brand New Tube, Lurkles, Odyssey, Telegram, Rumble, okay, they're all doing it as well. God bless them all. Okay, so it's super duper important, you know, for those of you out there, my delicious little babies, not for those of you who already know, but for others to please start paying attention big time. Okay, my delicious little babies, because they're trying to speed something up flipping super duper fast now. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes. Imagine decades ago where things were like, let's just imagine a car and it's like 20 miles an hour. Yes, imagine, yes. Well, now they're revving it to flipping 80 miles an hour, okay? Very flipping serious indeed, my delicious little babies, okay? So I'm going to leave you with that, so please give a listening ear, okay? Because it always goes a long way. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, just like a smile a day keeps the doctor away. Please continue to lift the vibration and lift the frequency, okay? Please take care of yourselves and please try to take care of others. And wishing you all a beautiful morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world, okay? Have a super duper, there we are, have a super duper time. You only get one life, okay? And please give a pat on the back, a shake of the old hand to some family members, to some friends or to some work colleagues. And please tell them that they're super duper wonderful, super duper juicy and super duper delish and that you love them so, okay? So until my next video, my delicious little baby, sending you all so much love. God bless, take care, thank you, goodbye.